we're out here on Sandy Lake Road, an important artery through the middle of Coppell, and we're out here to talk about a construction project that's about to start. We're gonna begin widening Sandy Lake Road from Denton Tap, which you see behind me over here, all the way to North Coppell Road. Right now, most of that is 2-lane asphalt. There's no sidewalks. There's drainage ditches along the side of the road. As part of this project, we're going to widen it to 4 lanes. It's going to be a divided roadway with a median down the middle. We're going to have sidewalks on the north side where we're standing. On the south side across the road, we'll have an 8-foot hike and bike trail all the way from Denton Tap to North Coppell Road, which will tie into the trails that exist at that end of the project. Behind me, you see the intersection of Sandy Lake and Denton Tap. We're going to do some intersection improvements there. We're going to add a second left turn lane for those eastbound cars that want to turn north on Denton Tap. There'll be 2 turn bays, improved stacking at the intersection, a new traffic signal, and of course the sidewalks and pedestrian improvements at the intersection as well. So what we see over here right now, we've really got 3 lanes out there now. With one of these lanes, you're forced to turn into the Sprouts parking lot here. That lane and then the other 3 are going to go away. We're going to have 4 lanes. We'll have that paving will come all the way over almost to where we're standing. You can see over here behind me, closer to the intersection, where the widened section was built as part of the intersection improvements at Denton Tap years ago. That section is going to continue all the way through here. So where we're standing will be about where the back of the curb is. We'll have a 6-foot sidewalk on this side of the road. Over there on that side, you can see where the cones are, where that utility is being removed. That curb is going to be over about where those cones are, and then on that side of the road, we'll have an 8-foot hike and bike trail. So a lot of the grass area, the drainage ditches will all be filled in. It'll be widened out quite a bit, substantially widened out, and then sidewalk on both sides. You may recall a round of tree removal we did last year to make room for that expanded concrete. Obviously, whenever we do a project, it's a shame to lose those nice trees, but you'll see when we widen this road out the reason for that removal that did take place. So when we begin this construction, you won't see any more tree removal in this area. When we get between South Coppell and North Coppell, we did not do the tree removal out there yet, and there are some trees that will be removed as part of the project. We anticipate the project to begin sometime on or around the 8th of July. There's been a lot of activity out here over the last several months for utility relocations, but our portion, the actual roadway construction, will begin sometime after the 4th of July, on or about that Monday, July the 8th. So we're out here at the intersection of South Coppell Road and Sandy Lake Road. Most people know it as the 3-way stop out here. It's been in this configuration for a very long time. One of the things that we hope to do with this project is to significantly improve the safety of this intersection. There's a lot of accidents. Most of you have been through here and seen the stop signs knocked down or the temporary signs we've had to put up. We're going to install a traffic signal at this intersection. We're also going to straighten the intersection out by moving north up into that vacant property that fronts Cottonwood. We're straightening that out, and of course we're adding the 2 additional lanes, 1 in each direction, to make it a 4-lane divided roadway. We're rebuilding the piece of Coppell Road going south to tie into where we rebuilt Coppell Road several years ago. We're extending the 8-foot hike and bike trail that's right now on the west side of Coppell Road. We're going to extend it up here to Sandy Lake. We're going to tie it into the 8-foot hike and bike trail that's going on the south side of Sandy Lake. So when we're done with this project, you'll be able to walk or ride your bicycle all the way from Coppell Road down Denton Tap or down to North Coppell Road and come into Andy Brown Park from the west side over there. We're going to improve the drainage out here. We're going to do some utility improvements out here. But the most significant thing is the reconfiguration of this intersection with the 4-lane divided roadway. We're going to install a traffic signal with pedestrian crossing. The sidewalk improvements will allow those children that live on the north side of Sandy Lake to safely cross this intersection, whether on foot or on bicycle, to get to Wilson Elementary down South Coppell Road. So we've talked a lot about what the roadway is going to look like when we're done with the construction. One of the big things that people are going to see is what they have to do while construction is ongoing. Our intention for the course of the project is to maintain access to all homes, all businesses, and all subdivisions that are adjacent to Sandy Lake Road. If your subdivision or business has more than one entrance, you will see one entrance closed down for a period of time while we rebuild it. We'll open that back up and we'll close the other entrance. Those things will all be coordinated by the contractor. Some of the intersections, like Coppell Road here, where we have to keep traffic, two-way traffic on there, we will have to rebuild it half at a time. You'll see the contractor come in and put some temporary asphalt down to widen the driving surface so that he can maintain two-way traffic while he builds the other half of the road. The same thing's going to happen on Sandy Lake Road. We're going to maintain two-way traffic for the duration of the project on Sandy Lake Road. Sometimes you will see temporary driving surfaces established to move traffic around, but at all times there'll be two-way traffic. We'll be building half of the new road, so 2 lanes, while we're maintaining traffic on the existing asphalt or a little bit of new temporary asphalt. Once we get those 2 lanes built, we'll move two-way traffic onto the 2 lanes, and then we'll turn around and build. We'll remove the old asphalt and we'll build the 2 additional lanes. So once we have 4 lanes, we'll then come in and we'll build the median. We'll build the median, the crossings, the openings, the turn bays, the landscaping improvements that will go in the median, and then at the end of the project, we'll establish 4 lanes, 2 lanes in each direction for traffic. So really, over the course of the project, there will be impacts to traffic. You'll be slowed down due to the work adjacent to the roadway. You may see flagmen, you may see lanes temporarily closed during the middle of the day, but at all times you will be able to get through. But if you have another way that you can go that will get you where you're going, it might be a good idea to consider those alternate routes during the course of construction. But you will be able to get to your home or your business, but you won't really see the benefit, the 4 lanes, the signalized intersections, the safety improvements, until the project's complete. So we're standing out here at the intersection of Winding Hollow Lane and Sandy Lake Road, still talking about the Sandy Lake Road improvements, and one of the major things of the section between South Coppell Road and North Coppell, one of the major things we're doing for safety improvements is we're cutting down the hill behind us. We're standing here at the intersection of the road. If you're trying to pull out onto Sandy Lake Road from Winding Hollow, you have a very hard time. Traffic's moving pretty quick through here, and they're coming over the crest of that hill, and you really don't have time to see them with the speed that they're going. So we're cutting that hill down about 8 feet. So one of the things that you're going to see retaining walls along the side of the road. The private improvements, the screening walls on both sides of the road, we're going to support them with a retaining wall. There'll still be some landscape and some grass on top of them, but down below there'll be a retaining wall, that 8-foot hike and bike trail on the south side of the road, and then the roadway. On the other side of the road, same thing. Going west from Winding Hollow, you'll see retaining walls along that side with that 6-foot sidewalk on the low side, and then the 4-lane divided roadway with the median and the landscaping that we're going to put back. This piece between North Coppell and South Coppell, we still have tree removal to complete. That'll be done by the contractor under our construction contract. And so several of those trees that you see between the current roadway and the screening walls will need to be removed to accommodate the road widening. The other thing that's happening on this piece is we're rebuilding the bridge. Anybody familiar with this bridge knows that it's been load rated by the state, which means that it cannot accommodate full weight vehicles, fire trucks, 18-wheel traffic that exceed the load rating for the bridge. We need to remove that bridge and rebuild it as part of this project. Of course, when we rebuild it, we're going to widen it. It's going to be 4 lanes across the bridge. Your 8-foot hike and bike trail is going to go across the bridge, and your 6-foot sidewalk is going to go across the bridge. So we'll have a full bridge rails, painted bridge rails, very similar to what we have around town. So just to recap on the project, beginning after the 4th of July, probably that Monday the 8th, the city's contractor, Tissio Paving, contract was awarded to Tissio Paving. They will begin construction again on or about July the 8th. What you'll see taking place out here, you'll see a lot of water, sewer, storm drainage improvements going on up front. You'll be maintaining your two-way traffic on the existing asphalt roadway. You'll begin to see warning signs, advisory signs. We'd ask you to please pay attention to those signs. They're going to be important. They're going to tell you where it's safe for you to travel. So we had a public meeting on the Sandy Lake Road project on June 25th. Friends, neighbors, interested parties came to the meeting to see what was happening, what the plans looked like, who was in charge of the project, who was building the project. If you missed that meeting and are interested in that information, visit our website. Engineering Department's website on the City of Coppell's webpage has all that information. If you want to give us a call, we're more than happy to visit with you over the phone, talk to you about the project and how it might impact you. We believe it's a very vital artery in the City of Coppell. It's an important project. It's going to provide great safety improvements for traveling public, whether by car, foot, bicycle, however you travel through here. It'll be a great improvement. We're looking forward to the completion of it. If you'll bear with us during the course of construction, I think we'll all be pleased when it's done. It'll be a great improvement for the City of Coppell and for the neighborhoods adjacent to Sandy Lake Road.